Hello and welcome back to the channel, friends. It is great to be here, and I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be playing some more of one of my favorites, a game called Seer's Gambit. This is an excellent auto-battler tactical roguelites that I would highly recommend. So you see, I've already got the screen up here. We're going to be going with Barber Ian for our first run. We're going to hop on in. The goal is to explore the south. Before we begin, please smash that like button if you're liking the Seer's Gambit here on the channel. I will continue to deliver these fun runs for your viewing pleasure. If you are new here and are enjoying the content, then please consider becoming a subscriber. Join a growing community. Thank you so much. So with that out of the way, let's begin. And let's start by learning a little bit more about Barber Ian. Let's go. Alright, so Barber Ian is, of course, a very strong physical attacker, and one of the most intriguing things about him is his ability to apply bleed. Now, of course, he does need just a little bit of these, team synergy combos to actually get that off the ground, but, I mean, look, the ultimate applies bleed, attack applies bleed. So I'm thinking maybe if we can centralize a build around Barber Ian, we can have some success. Looking at the skill tree as well, I mean, he's got some crit buffs, which are pretty nice. And then, of course, if we had the epic form, we could get, when attacking an enemy with bleed, you gain +2 max health permanently. I guess we'll kind of see, what units come our way, but the idea of putting together a bleed and maybe crit kits around Barber Ian certainly is tempting. So let's go. We're going to go to the south, which means the first stop is the Fishy Village. Let's go. All right, so we got some cows. Definitely got to make sure we tip those over. Up to 59 now, and into the Fishy Village we go. And it looks like we have our first opportunity to recruit. I'm seeing a Claudia, I'm seeing a Maxim, and I'm seeing a Blossom. Now, if I'm looking at the combos, he does have a Nature here, so that is kind of tailor-made for Blossom. The healer in Nature. Let's add Blossom, get a little healing support. You bet. And let's make sure she is on auto as well. She is. Okay, great. Let's go. Old man does not like us in his fishy town too much. Hopefully we brought some Febreze along. Alright, so what do we have? We have the Pirate Ghost, and then a Forest Bandit, and then onlookers, watching the carnage. With a degree of differing sort of expressions. Sorry, I get a little too amused by these things. But let's go. Barber Ian getting involved in. I think with him as our main, we're going to sort of recognize how much damage he actually does, right? Pretty nice. Got a kitty treasure chest, a little bit of experience, and an experience potion as well. Obviously, let's throw that on Barber Ian. And no surprise, maxed out the damage there, and let's keep rocking and rolling. Let's rock the card a little bit. And in we have another recruitment opportunity. Now, these are all commons. We don't have the cash to reroll. This is Gallant Canther, who is a commoner. Again, another synergy with Barber Ian, of course. In fact, we need several commoners in our team, so I think the choice is pretty obvious. We'll go with Gallant Canther, and obviously being a common unit, he is quite replaceable. But that's alright. Let's move on. Open up the treasure chest. Looks like we have the Water Elemental. 228 HP, 64 armor. Okay. Let's go. Barber Ian. Quite the anomaly. In fact, I wouldn't be opposed to adding several Barber Ians. I mean, he is a commoner class if you get him rare or above. So maybe we can just kind of load up on Barber Ians and just really apply that bleed thickly. We'll certainly see. Let's keep moving here. And what do we have next? Looks like a little forest clearing. Shrine of the Thorned Vine. I mean, let's do it. We're going to get bleed as a result of that, but yeah, pet the kitties. Got two of them playing. I love petting the kitties. All right, what do we have? We got the snail, so he's going to be coming on in, of course. Going to try to get to our back line. Let's see if we can keep Blossom nice and healed up. And we got kids playing in the central square where, of course, there's gunfire from a ghost and a crazed man with 2 large scissors. Got to keep those kids safe. All right, another experience potion. All right, Barber Ian, get leveled up then. All right, so this one is pretty good. It ups his attack damage and lowers his attack cooldown. I like that quite a bit. Of course, we do have to take it over the crit buff. But I think it's just too good to turn down. Yeah, it's too good to turn down. I mean, it ups his raw attack power. And he's kind of our team Right now, at least. Alright, we have another snail, another water elemental, and a rogue archer. Alright, well, let's get up on him quickly. Let's go. The water elemental coming in, getting involved, but meets the meaty scissors of Barber Ian. And then he cuts down the archer as well. There's a kitty here to pet. Can't believe I missed that. Hiding under the tree. You're hiding from me, bro. Alright, so we have a shop. But of course, not enough cash to really do any transactions here. But let's disrupt this guy's, little apple or tomato operation and move on. It's humorous to me. What do we have? The Wandering Maiden. Free blessing. +7 max health party wide. We'll absolutely be taking that. Thank you, Wandering Maiden. We also have the presence of crows in this area. And some more pirate ghosts. And a whole bunch of kitties. Wow. They must be fishing. Looking for some fish. However, unfortunately, I can only pet one of the 4. It's a travesty. So while we observe here, I will make sure this kitty is nice and tended to. Hey, we got another one back here. They need to make an achievement for petting kitties, for sure. That'd be number 1. I'm already calling it. Alright, so pretty decent enemy force over here to the west. Or, sorry, east. But I'm feeling bold with Blossom. Let's get her on the eastern front. Looks like she's able to hang in there with relative ease. And Barber Ian just turns into a madman with his scissors. Cuts down that archer without issue. Now, what do we have? Okay, so we do have a couple of items here. So this is a Fistful of Armor. On ability, add 50% of your armor to your next given damage. And then we have Portable Smithy, repair over time. Okay, so that's tailor-made for Canther. That's a decent one for our boy Barber Ian. And we have another level up for Barber Ian, where he gets another copy of this very, very useful upgrade. Otherwise, we can up ultimate power or increase move speed and lower ability cooldown by a significant margin. To give him Empower. I mean, Empower is pretty strong. But I gotta go with the raw attack damage. Just stacking it up twice. Seems too good to me, and his attack cooldown actually is 2.1 seconds now. Moving on. Alright, another character recruitment opportunity, and what is this? An epic Flora. Alright, Flora the Duelist, an executioner type, adventurer and noble as well. And of course epic, so she's very, very strong right out the gates. I think that is tremendous. And then I think, yeah, the executioner is going to, synergize well with Barber Ian, given that, 2 of his skills are locked behind an executioner. It's a no-brainer if you ask me. Absolutely excellent. And into a little tavern we go, where the owner has, eclectic taste in art. For sure. Alright, Flora the Duelist gives us another capable and useful frontline force. With a very, very strong special. So let's see what you can do here. Alright, we're rooted. Looks like we're able to kind of take him out at range, which is great. Barber Ian still with the damage output. Alright, so a shop opportunity. Acts of Discomfort. Plus 30 through 32 attack damage on attack. Target self for 3% damage dealt. I mean, that's kind of scary, but if we think about Barber Ian, right? 42 through 50. So what's 3% of that? I mean, 10% of 40 is 4. So it's 4 through 5. So it's even much less than that. It's like 1 to 2 damage. I mean, it probably adds up over time, but it gives plus 30 attack. I guess he'll get a little more ferocious equipping that and then damaging himself. But I kind of like it. Otherwise, we have the Blessed Ring. On attack, 100% chance to repair 3 to 6% of your max armor. Let's go with the Axe of Discomfort. I'm okay with that. We can throw the Fistful of Armor on Flora. Let's go. The Sword of the Blessed Shrine. Or sorry, Pool of the Healing Sword. So pull up the healing sword. Let's relax and take in the scenery. Get a little heal party-wide, you bet. And moving on. Alright, we got kids captivated by the crystal over here that glows when you click on it. Quite captivating. And then we have sort of a staggered formation. So I think we can have Barber Ian go it alone over here on this side. In fact, what's he hitting for? So 75 through 85. So he'll be taking like 3 to 4 damage per hit. We'll have to monitor. We'll have to see what it looks like. But he's got to get on that archer. And he gets his scissors ready. There is an attacker on Blossom. Not good, but we should be able to get out of here with relative ease, given it's the first map. Weaving through the city, and what's up next? Little bread store here, and that marks the end of map 1. Quite nice. Alright, so it is Tuesday, and of course we have choices. So we could go to Castle Raven Rock here, and then down here to, a purple zone. Or I could go down this way, and then this way, and uncover some of the darkness. I think I like that option a little bit better. So let's go ahead and do it. Let's go to Morningstar Seaside, where we could catch fish. Looks like we need some more crystals and wood. Maybe we can get that in the encounter. But let's go. Alright, Morningstar Seaside, we have arrived. And of course, we're prompted to open doors and the like. Click on the crab as well, who raises that mighty pincher. And what do we have? So we have Blessed Celestine, a noble faith character. Let's take a look at her skill tree. On ultimate, gain plus 10 ultimate power permanently if target below 50% health. All faith gains plus 50% attack power. On attack, heal all allies for 1% of their max health. I mean, unfortunately, she is simply just rare. But Bernard, I mean, he's got area of effect, I suppose. I'm not too inspired by Celestine, personally. But I suppose she does heal. Let's grab her being the rarest one. I mean, ultimately, I don't think we're going to have a ton of success without a couple more epic units. So that's kind of what I'm holding out for, and of course, it's up to the RNG with which units you get. Now, I could start stocking some gold, of course. Does everybody have their... Okay, Flora did not. Alright, we're going to see a lot more damage output from Flora, who of course goes storming into battle. And that is one of the best parts of Flora, her special. Desperate Lunge, it does a ton of damage. And she can actually kind of chain it from time to time as well. Alright, so we whittle down the enemy, but we're met with a little bit of resistance there, and we got a kitty treasure chest. What do we have? So we get the throwing knife. Plus 10 through 11 ultimate power, lowers attack cooldown. When ability is used, throw a knife for 10% of ultimate damage. I think this is a good fit for Flora. Then we can throw the fistful of armor on Celestine. And moving on, 1746 damage for Barber Ian. Tremendous. Pet the kitty, tip the cow, number 60. And another character recruitment opportunity. So let's see, Gallant Canther, this is the rare version of him, of course. Commoner Defender. Otherwise, we have another rare Blossom, which isn't going to do me too much good unless, of course, I want to double up on the healer. So I think we'll go with Gallant Canther, which makes, him expendable. However, the presence of 2 commoners in the team does make this guy shiny, which is going to allow him to apply blind when he's hit with damage. And also, Barber Ian does get hasty, so his attack applies bleed for 79 damage over 5 seconds. Alright, so we actually do have the bleed proccing off. So let's see if we can notice a difference in the disintegration of the enemy. We're going to find out. Pet the kitty, disrupt the apple cart, if you will. And on the beach, we find ourselves another one of these pirate ghosts. And then what do we have here? A slime. Okay, so he's going to split. We actually have 2 slimes, so this is a pincer attack. So I'm going to have to be careful with Blossom. So let's get a Canther on each helm. Let's get Flora kind of right in the middle to decide where she wants to go. Let's put Barber Ian on the fighting force and get Blessed Celestine back here to help out Canther. Let's go. Alright, so, Blossom. How we doing? Celestine is going to, of course, change locations. But maybe she'll change back. We got Canther taking heavy damage. Let's see if we can get some heals on him. Taking heavy damage still, but slowly going up if you look at his HP bar there. And pincer attack, you know, they can certainly be quite challenging, but not much of an issue there. Alright, the small experience potion. Let's get that on Flora, so we can get her maxed out as quickly as possible, given she's epic and has access to her final skill. Alright, so this Canther, let's turn that on. Alright, got a bunch of crows and the Wandering Maiden. So plus 7 max HP. Yeah, we'll take that again. Absolutely. Got the kitty on the rock. Fishing, or perhaps curious about the taste of crow, maybe, perhaps. Alright, so, a bunch of pirate ghosts. These guys are ranged. 2 water elementals. Certainly a formidable offensive force on the front lines. And then the slime. We do have the benefit of creating a front line, though, which is certainly more than we had in the last matchup. So let's go with something like this. Let's load them up. Blossom, stay on the heels. Let's go. Alright, Barber Ian's kind of off on his own here, but, I mean, doing impressive things. And it's hard for me to sort of recognize the damage that bleed is doing, but, I mean, I keep seeing these damage numbers pop up, so that must be the bleed. And we do get a level up. So Gallant Canther, the common one, levels up. So 70 armor, attack damage, or reduce attack cooldown. Let's go with armor for him. He is quite expendable. And then Blossom levels up as well. So ability power, ultimate power, 20 through 22. Wow. So her ultimate does heal. It actually charges relatively fast, so I think this one's a no-brainer. Let's increase the power of the heal. Absolutely. And let's move on. Alright, more water elementals. What's this guy? A Baleful Demon. 500 HP on this guy. He's got the blue demon shot. Long range. Okay. Alright, so we got to get on that back line as quickly as possible. Be great to have a thief, but we don't have that luxury. So let's just bum rush them. Let's go. Got the snail guys coming in. Take those guys out with promptness, of course. The water elemental wave comes on in. We take them out. The slime does not manage to duplicate, which is nice. And now it's just a mad dash for the Baleful Demon. Let's take him down. Barber Ian. You can just see that damage. It's impressive. It really is. Alright, high heel shoes. 10 to 11 ultimate power. Increase move speed. On heal, add 10% of ultimate power. I mean, ultimate power. On heal, add 10% of ultimate power to the healing that you receive. So maybe that's good for, like, Flora. Because I do believe this, yeah, this increases ultimate power. So let's throw that on Blossom. Alright, Barber Ian, level 4. So what do we have? Requires Executioner. On crit, Executioner gains plus 10% damage until combat is over. So that would be Flora here. We got party-wide plus 10 crits. An ability randomly applies bleed on enemy for attack power for 10 seconds. That's his ability. I mean, I do like plus 10 crit. Like, that seems pretty good to me, but let's go with the bleed because we're kind of doing a bleed build. At least a pseudo bleed build. And we got another level up. It's Flora. Okay. So attack cooldown, armor, or ability cooldown. Fencer's Whirl. Attack cooldown is 3.1. Of course, this helps charge your ultimate. Right, so the ultimate charges increase by 1 with each attack or damage taken, right? So it takes 8. She's attacking a half a second faster. It's, you know, an attack every about 2.5 seconds. Let's do that. Attack cooldown. Sounds good to me. Let's go. Hey, I found a hidden cow. You see that? Alright, we have a shop. I do want to be careful with my gold, though. Got high heel kickers, increased attack damage, move speed. So this is like the improved version of what we already have. Unreliable armor kit. And then the bombastic side eye. Adds attack damage, reduces attack cooldown, plus gives you poison. I think we're kind of at a pivotal spot because we're definitely looking to replace the common Canther. But we have to do so with another commoner. Either an Ian or, a higher tier Canther. So I think what we have to do is save our cash so we can re-roll. Click on the crystal. Just click things, right? Alright, the Wandering Maiden. So all defender gains plus 42 health. So that would be only the rare Canther. So let's just get a little more HP party-wide. Take that. Pet the kitty. Alright, another skirmish on the docks here. Or at least by the ocean side. Alright, let's get Ian in there, of course. Let's do something like this. And let's go. Alright, so it's kind of a standoff in the middle here, but you see Barber Ian just pulsing through the enemy there with his ability. I think he does area damage as well. There's something just really impressive that I can't quite put my finger on about Barber Ian that makes him do so much damage. I mean, he's a little bit buffed up, but whoa, cow. Looks like I missed him. I mean, he's doing pretty good damage, right? He's kind of buffed up, but there's just something about him that makes him so powerful in combat that I can't quite put my finger on. Alright, so kind of a pincer attack here. I think we keep Blossom. Let's get Barber Ian right on the water elemental. Let's get two Canthers here. And let's let Flora and Celestine have some fun on the eastern flank. Snail guy coming in. Let's take him out. Got another baleful demon here. Let's take him out while we entertain the crabs. Little crab rave action. You bet. Alright, so who's hitting? Of course, it's Barber Ian. A very compelling character indeed. I'm not going to miss that cow that time. And what do you know? What is this? We have an epic Barber Ian. Probably the perfect combination and complement to the team. Absolutely incredible. So a merchant, a commoner, and an executioner. And he's epic, so he has access to his final skills, which is truly incredible. Yeah. You simply just add them without thinking. Let's see, though. I was hoping for some kind of compatibility with Flora here. But doesn't look like we're going to get it. But we certainly will. Alright. We'll see you later. Barber Ian of the epic variety. Absolutely. Welcome to the team. I've never used an epic Barber Ian, but 522 HP, 158 armor. And then his attack is 20 through 28 stock. He, of course, does have his bleed. And then his first level up, I think we'll do the same thing and take the attack cooldown up that damage as well. In fact, how do these two compare? 75, 85. Of course, he's propped up a little bit by his gear. Alright, so let's take this off of you. Let's throw that on you. And now how much are you hitting for? 66.77. That's quite decent. 42.50. I'm really excited to see just how quickly two Barber Ians like disintegrates an enemy force. So yeah, you definitely get them both on the front here. Let's get Flora in the middle. Let's do something like this. And let's just kind of observe what happens. Pet the kitty first. And let's do battle. Let's go. Oh yeah. They're just disintegrating. Wow. Barber Ian, I tell you, man. Getting an epic Barber Ian. Exactly what I wanted this run, for sure. Sometimes the game just hooks you up with exactly what you're asking for. Didn't even have to re-roll for it. And what do we have? Orb of Malice. So increases ultimate power on kill. Target all enemies. Deal 20% of ultimate power as damage. Okay, we have the Thorn Shield. Adds armor, adds crits. Applies thorns that cause 10 to 15% of your max armor as retaliatory damage within 4 range. We also have Amulet of Yea Death, which greatly lowers your health and armor. I think I'm good on that one. On kill, gain in power, doubling damage of the hero for 1 attack. So Barber Ian actually kind of has that on him innately as his ability, right? But Thorn Shield, I mean, that's kind of interesting. It does up his crits. What is this? Let's add that. I mean, why not add some thorns to the bleed that he's already doing, right? Gives him a little more durability and some critical hit rate as well. Alright, we got Al the Alchemist. You encounter an alchemist. Between mad cackles, he tries to peddle his potions to you. He's eerily obsessed with your hair. Well, Barber Ian is hairless. However, maybe he could take a little off the top of like a Flora or a Celestine to provide that ingredient. So we receive 100 gold. That's actually quite nice. We will certainly be doing that. And a level up. So Blossom. Ultimate cooldown by 1 whole second. 70 health or plus 20 ability power, but it does raise the ability cooldown. So this is going to heal. I mean, it's another heal. Otherwise, her ultimate, we could get that proccing off at a more regular rate. Yeah, let's do the ultimate cooldown. And let's keep moving. Alright, we got the snail behind us. And our party's kind of split up. So let's see. Let's go double Barber Ian. And let's go you here. And then we got Celestine. Looks like she's blinded. So let's see how they handle this little flank. Wow, they just absolutely pulverize the enemy. Incredible. And Blossom is taking some serious heat here. And is she going to go down? Not quite. Definitely not a good thing to have the enemy on your healer. Alright, what do we have? Throwing Axe. Does increase attack damage and lowers attack cooldown. Okay. Otherwise, we have the rather large helmet. On kill, you have a 50% chance to repair your armor with 100% of your attack power. So that's good for Gallant Canther for sure. I mean, it does increase attack damage. Let's throw that on Barber Ian. And then for the crit, let's see. What do you have on again? Fistful of Armor. I mean, 56 armor is pretty good. On kill, 50% chance to repair your armor. Let's go with this on Canther. This on Celestine. And let's move on. Sell that, got some cash to work with now. Maybe we can re-roll for another epic hero if we have the opportunity. And we got a kitty to pet and the map is complete. And of course these kitties over here by the fishing pole. Maybe looking for a couple of minnows or something. Alright, this area has been conquered. And do we have the resources to increase our health by 10%? The answer is yes. So let's go ahead and do it. And moving on, we have Saltport Outskirts. Guarded in. Heal party by 10 after each battle. Cumulative. Okay. I mean, I don't know that we'll get 22 units of wood or 16 crystals. But we can certainly try it. Saltport Outskirts is next. Let's go. Exploring the south. We got 2 epic heroes, including an epic Barber Ian. So excited about that. And another recruitment opportunity. So what do we have? Okay, Gallant Canther could take the experience potion. We could roll a little bit here. Let's roll. Another Blossom. Let's roll. Celestine. Another Barber Ian. I mean, it's interesting, isn't it? Add him in maybe place of like Celestine. who doesn't really fit our team at all, and you get another guy that applies bleed. If it was rare, I would do it. We've got the Thief, but he's a common. However, for Messy Scissors, which makes his ultimate apply bleed, you need it, right? So, I hate re-rolling all of my cash here, but let's try it just a few more times. Ugh. Alright, got a whole bunch of nothing. That one's rough. That was rough. Especially, you watch. A little bit later on, we'll find an item shop that has epic items. And what do we have here? Knights of Gold. So these guys are Forsworn Golden Knights. 288 HP, 80 health. The throwing knife ability. Okay, let's see how durable these guys are. This is a pretty bad spot for any of my characters, frankly. But let's go with, I guess, probably Celestine. I mean, somebody's got to take this position, unfortunately. Let's hope that the DPS of our Barber Ians can just mow through the enemy. And Celestine actually does use her teleportation ability. So nice, she comes right on back down, and these guys certainly are a little more durable. Looks like Canther has taken some heavy damage, but we managed to sort of melt through the enemy with the bleed kit of Barber Ian. And of course that high DPS in general. Got a little more gold back as well. We'll take it. And we have another recruitment opportunity, including an Ice Merelda that is epic. So this is Area of Effect, which does go with Barber Ian, right? Absolutely tremendous. So Celestine, we'll see you later. I've already concluded that you simply do not fit our team. But let's add Ice Merelda, who can turn into like an icicle turret, essentially, if you build her right. So plus 30 through 32 attack damage, absolutely insane. 25 ability power as well. But this is what we want. Ice Merelda's ability becomes a single target ranged ability. 25 ability power, minus 6 seconds ability cooldown, 13.5 ability range. So if we can get this with her, it's going to be nice. But 30 through 32 attack damage, like innate. I mean, if I was going to truly build her like this, I would do this and this. Right? Plus 25 ability power. Minus 6 seconds ability cooldown. So she'll be using it rather frequently, but I think the way to best serve our team right now is to do this. I mean, plus 30 through 32 attack damage is absolutely insane, and it looks like she is also comboed up. So attack gets a 100% chance to bounce to a new target. Okay, quite nice. Alright, excellent. A perfect complement to what we're working with here. In fact, we have 3 epic heroes. I don't remember the last run where I got so lucky. So we might be looking at something significant here, and we have the Hulking Bandit, right? Definitely seen this guy on the channel here before. Sports 649 HP, 259 armor, and he's got this Wild Strike, which has an AoE effect. Okay, and then of course more of these Forsworn Golden Knights. Alright, let's go. Do your best, Ian. Let's try to melt these guys before they get up. Okay, did a good job there, and now everybody, all hands on deck on the Hulking Bandit. Get on him, snip him down, give him a little haircut. And yeah, this team is strong. This team is very, very strong. And we have Corundum's favorite, the Seagull of Happiness. So 6 attack damage, 5 ability power, 5 ultimate power. Do I like that, or do I like... Yeah, I'm good. Let's throw the Seagull of Happiness. Let's carry it with us where we go. And let's move. Got a bunch of kitties to pet. Gotta make more of a habit of that. And we have this Altar of Strength. Alright. Empower. Certainly take it. Should help us out in the next battle nicely. And it's good that we got that, because we've got another Hulking Bandit. But more importantly, a kitty on the roof. Alright, I'm loving this team. Really like how this team's coming together. Alright, so Flora jumps in and sort of distracts the enemy, kind of pulls them back, and they've got a pretty solid front line, but we are empowered, or at least we were, no longer, but yeah, we just absolutely melt them. So let's go far with this run. Alright, so Barber Ian does level up. I want to throw this on Esmeralda. I mean, we have an embarrassment of riches in heroes that I want to dump a bunch of experience potions into. So let's go ahead and get Barber Ian's secondary attack upgrade there, and 79 through 91. And into the home we go. And what do you know? Little town square scuffle, if you will. Alright, so let's protect Blossom. Let's get both of our Barber Ians on the western front. Do something like this. Let's go. Barber Ian, I'm watching you now. Oh yeah, this guy just took massive damage. Just a little snip snip. Impressive. Alright, we have the flesh suit. Plus 75 health. We also have the blessed ring. Let's see, who could benefit from that? I think I'm good on both of them. Let's level up. Gallant Canther. Gets his first level up, actually. Alright, attack damage, attack cooldown, or armor. I mean, we can build him to be an armored tank. As long as he can blind the enemy routinely. On damaging an enemy with blind, gain plus 12 armor permanently. I mean, that one's pretty good. Otherwise, we could do a small increase to his attack damage, I suppose. Attack cooldown, I mean, that's an option. Let's go with armor. Need some guy with some armor, I suppose. Alright, what do we have? We have a shop. So, high heel kickers. We have the Leech Scythe. Minus 1 second attack cooldown. On attack, heal yourself for 20% of your attack power. It does increase attack damage as well. I mean, I kind of like that for Barber Ian. Because he's got high attack power, you know what I mean? And then this. Lowers attack cooldown. Ups attack damage. Ability ultimate. I think that one's pretty good. Let's take that off you. Throw this on you. And let's go. Want to start stocking some gold. Got a couple of kitties and Shrine of the Thorn Divine. Yeah, we'll receive the quote-unquote boon of thorns. I think you could probably argue against that one. Given it bleeds your units, right? Alright, so we got a large pack of these cool-looking knights. So let's make it happen. I mean, we have a very, like, frontline type force, for sure. They got a bunch of archers, but watch these guys just absolutely melt. Wow. Impressive stuff. Alright, level up for Barber Ian, level 5. And this is, of course, the rare one. But what do we have? We have health, increased move speed, and lowered ability cooldown. So that'll give him Empower at a quicker rate. Or plus 5 crit. I mean, what am I trying to go with next? I mean, think about this. So 1.1 is his attack cooldown. We could reduce it by almost half again. Or I could go with crits. We could just do like a crit bleed build with Barber Ian. His HP. I think if he's just able to take him out fast enough. Let's go with crit. Let's do it. I'm okay with that. Now the epic one. Guess I'll have to think on how we build him, but we have some time to decide, of course. Alright, Hulking Bandit. Let's do something like this. This archer's got to melt. Don't want him hitting Blossom. And look at that Hulking Bandit just absolutely melt. That's like 6 100 HP or so. Barber Ian is so strong, man. In fact, we got some very strong characters like Esmeralda, one of the best heroes in the game, if you ask me. We got Flora as well, a very strong attacker, and then 2 Barber Ians. I love it. Absolutely love it. Really excited to see how far we can get in this run. So on attack, 50% chance to gain +1 attack power permanently on attack. Ally with Thorns gains 7 to 12 extra health on heal, or we have party-wide +20 ability power. I don't really think we need her attacking, so let's do a party-wide ability power buff. Sounds great to me. And another level up, Esmeralda. Okay, nice. 70 armor. We got ultimate power or ability power. We're going with ability power because I'm going with this one. And moving on. Alright, what do we have? A whole bunch of nothing. Now, I could re-roll this. I do have the funding. What am I really looking for? I'm basically looking for an epic copy of, you know, the units we already have that are rare. Nothing to see here. Let's move on. This team's doing fine. Alright, bunch of snails and these cool-looking armored knights. In fact, let's see the difference. So, Forsworn Red Archer, 133, 74, 17 through 26. 104 through 40. So the golden archers are actually weaker. Interesting. Would have thought, you know, if the king entrusted them with armor made of pure gold, that, you know, they would be somewhat formidable or more formidable in their offensive prowess, but I guess not. I guess the king has an embarrassment of gold and riches. Or maybe he really likes the color red. That could be as well. Let's go ahead and open up this chest. And we get another experience potion. Okay. So this has to go to Esmeralda. I want her to be a mobile ice turret. Let's go. See, this is why you want to save money. Look at this thing. Leech Sight. 30 through 45 attack damage. Minus 1.5 second attack cooldown. Heal yourself for 30% of your attack power on attack. That's absolutely insane. In fact, I wish I had 120 bucks. I don't. Well, no reason mulling over my lack of funding. But of course, I quickly reflect back to when we re-rolled a bunch of times. Alright, the Veiled Dagger could join the Brotherhood. Receive 10% of current Glad in Glad. But take 10% of current health in damage. I mean, we have no option. We have to. Alright, moving on. We've got another large host of enemies here by the port. And again, it's this battle formation. So we had Celestine last time and it worked well because she sort of zipped back with her special. But it looks like most of the enemies are concentrated in this bottom lane. So let's go Flora because she does bounce around a little bit as well. Let's do something like this. Let's go. Barber Ian, impress me. Oh yeah, so impressive. That damage, absolutely impressive. Ah, you love it. You just love to see it. Level up. And it's Flora the duelist this time. So ultimate power, ability power, health. Let's go with ultimate power. I mean, look at that. Ultimate damage, right? So let's add another 20 through 22 to it. 103 through 140. On the desperate lunge. And Barber Ian and Barber Ian Jr., the kings of the damage. Let's go. And that concludes this little port town. Quite nice. Let's pet the kitty. Alright, so maybe we uncover some of the darkness here, and sure enough, we do. So it is Hammer Day. We're at about the 45-minute mark or so, so I think we can scout, plan our moves for the next episode. So what do we have? Looks like we have some castle walls here. What is this place? Saltport Keep. Salt is one of the most precious resources of Emelon. This fort was raised to protect the kingdom's wealth against brigands and invaders. Zombies, however, were not considered. Anti-zombie munitions plus 10% attack power. Fun Castle Alchemist. All heroes now heal 25% of their health when a hero is removed. Interesting. Zombie target practice. They're sitting up on the castle wall shooting a bow at him. We also have the abandoned village unicorns. By strategically placing unicorns along magical ley lines, you can increase magic collection by 50%. So I believe that's the magic crystal. Interesting. So they do have sort of metagame buffs that increase your resource collection rate. That's awesome. I think the one I want to save up for is this one right here. A range guarded inn. Heal party by 10 after each battle, right? Need a lot more wood for it. Got the stone. Need just a few more crystals as well. So I think if I'm planning out my next move, I mean, we do have the keep. Saltport Keep. And then it looks like it will uncover some darkness to the east. Right? If you just follow the road. Maybe there's another path down here as well. So we might actually get two options in which to travel if we select that one. This one is going to lead to, looks like another spot in the south here. And then to this location here. Crypt of the Depth Lurkers. Interesting for sure. But this is going to be a quandary for a future episode here, my friends. So if you enjoyed the Seer's Gambit, please smash that like button. I would greatly appreciate that. This game is great. It's one of my favorites, and it's built with love by a really awesome dev team. They are very kind and awesome people. So maybe if you're on the fence about purchasing this game or not, knowing that there's an awesome dev team behind it, maybe that will help influence you a little bit further. That choice, of course, is yours, my friends. So if you are new here, please also become a subscriber, join the growing community. Would absolutely love to have ya. Stay tuned for the next episode where, of course, we continue further south with Barber Ian and co. Let's see how far we can go. Let's see if we can turn in a winner here on this run. So with all of that said, my friends, I thank you so much for spending some time here today. And I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.